Morning, morning. How's it going, everybody? Let me know if the audio sounds okay. Morning, Saul. Hi, Barrage. Macy Jake, sub number 68. Thanks, man. I really appreciate it. Pristine. Okay, good. I got another microphone to review. This is the Fifine K690. So I'm giving it a spin for streaming because, to be honest, I don't know much about audio, but I know if I like it or not. So that's the idea here. Sean Jones, morning. That's an OG homie right there. How's everybody doing? I'm trying some morning streams out just to see how that works out. It's definitely better for my schedule, so we'll see if these last or not. But yeah. So I'm doing pretty good, Macy Jake. It's been relatively nice out where I am, and took my dog on a walk this morning and got a coffee, and here I am now. So yeah, I got a couple of things to do today. There's a few interesting things that I've picked up since my last stream, that some of which I've been waiting for like actually months for. So we can actually maybe go through some of those now. Chilled. Nice. Saul, debating whether to pre-order the GMMK Pro. Interesting. I have a reservation for it. I reserved it back in, when was it? November? When it was around? Or when you could, the first round. And I don't know. I think it looks pretty good. I think it competes really well with a couple of the other 75% in the space. So we'll see how well it does. I know there's a lot of we'll say commentary about it. So we'll see. I don't have my hands on one yet, so maybe soon. Audio doubles when I switched scenes. Oh. That better? Testing. I had, yeah. Oh. Neo Gem, Macy Jake, and Chilled all saying audio is weird. Better now? Okay, cool. Yeah, I have two channels of microphone for whatever reason. My bad. I'm also trying music out this time because I know that was one comment from last stream. So let me know if the audio sound or the music is too loud or kind of competing with my voice. But okay, so back to what I was saying. So back in June, I think it was June or July, something like that. Dixie Mac, now known as Omnitype, had I think it was the GMK Modern Dolch 2. It was a really nice looking keycap set, but it was like, I don't know, $179 US or something like that. And just at that moment, it was way too much for me to drop money on. But they had a really nice desk mat, and I picked one up back in, keep in mind, this is like, again, June, July timeline, and it arrived. So that's what we're going to open up first, because I want to see what it looks like and get it on the desk. But yeah, I've been waiting for, I think, about 8 months for this. So we'll see how this goes. I actually got this on Wednesday, but I was like, oh, this would be kind of fun to open up on stream, so that's what we're gonna do. Thoughts on the KBD 67 Lite? Good question. Look at that. I think there's a lot of really awesome entry level 65% on the market now. So like you have the Portico, you have the KBD 67 Lite, you have the one that Novel Keys does. There's one that I'm missing. I think they're all really, really cool. I don't think you can go wrong with one or the other. Caveat, I don't have any experience with them yet, but I think the KBD 67 Lite looks pretty good. I think one thing that I might, throw caution to is the Maja that you can see like on the corner there. That came with some like factory defects. I don't know if the problem is going to be the same with plastic, because I believe that's what the 67 is made out of, or some sort of polycarbonate. But just make sure that you're aware of that. Like I personally had some QC issues, and I know some other people who have, but hopefully that doesn't affect things for the long term. 67 Lite is actually good. Oh, that's good to hear. Yeah, I think I have enough keyboards right now that I don't want to buy one, but I do want to try one of those sort of like entry level ones. I think was it Andy or was it somebody I was watching on stream just recently was reviewing it or had one up. I think it was Andy, and it looked awesome. So it sounded great too with whatever switches he had in it. All right, so here it is. Let's clear space. So I got the Circles Deskmat with where it was just a gray gradient. Let me see, I'll turn off this light so you can get a better look at it. Yeah, that's not bad. Stitching seems nice. It's I don't know if this will show up on camera, but the weave definitely looks pretty robust. So the one below it is a West M Deskmat. You can get that. I don't know if they have them in stock right now, but this was one that they sent me. And this is the Omnitype version. Yeah, it's pretty clean. As gray being my favorite color, I approve of this. It's like in real life, it has a bit more of a bluish hue than I was expecting. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with the way this looks for sure. Let's see, does it have that really janky new matte smell? Not too bad. That kind of clean, Sean? Yeah, it's not bad, hey? The nice thing about these two is they're not like Keycap group buys can be insanely expensive. These are pretty reasonable. I think I paid $30 for this. You just wait forever. Okay. I'm happy with that. Let's see how it looks with the current keyboard I'm using. Yeah, Saul, this seems to be a rather monochrome event today, especially because the keyboard that we're going to be building is also monochrome. So, kind of weird that you ordered the pad so long ago that Dixie changed their name and now I have the old logo on it. Yeah, interesting. I mean, I think they changed their name, I think in December, or it's been a few months now, and like, if you had a whole bunch of stuff going on already and in queue and fulfilled, like you can't really do anything about it, right? They'd probably lose a lot of money trying to get them rebranded, but maybe that makes it a collector's item. All right, so quick little story. So the last stream that I did was for my 1,000 subscribers, and for those who said thanks in chat, I really, really appreciate it. You're all part of that, so that's incredible. But I took this, which is the GK61XS, and I was planning on taking the PCB out of this keyboard and putting it into this, which is a KBD fans 60% aluminum case with a aluminum top plate. This guy here. But what we came up on as an issue was this only supports plate mount stabilizers, whereas the top plate for the 60% only supported PCB mount. So that was the problem. Hey, PC Decisions, how's it going? So we had to kibosh that stream, unfortunately. What I ended up doing was I just built this again, but with Duroc T1 switches. These are the glorious pandas right now. I don't have the Durocs anymore. I sold them because I don't use tactiles that much, and somebody in my local scene was looking for some switches. So what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be building this board with a 1UP keyboard's 60% PCB that I bought. So this one definitely supports PCB mount, which is great, and also has the it has a QMK and VIA support. So I'm gonna probably play around with that a little bit today too. But so I haven't opened this yet. Take a look at it. Not bad. So this is a hot swap PCB as well. I don't have soldering equipment yet. Something I'd like to do in the future, but I just, at this point in time, I don't stream that much. This is my second stream ever, so we'll see if there's interest in the future, but not bad. You can see like this is the edge where this PCB is snapped or cut to fit, but oh, unfortunately a little bit of scuffing it seems too on the top right corner. That's a little bit disappointing. But let's plug it in really quick just to make sure all the LEDs work. Oh, look at that. Did I get dinged with customs charges from 1UP? No, I did not. This was the only thing I bought though. And Dano, I'm not sure where you're from, but I'm I didn't get anything for shipping it to Canada. But you can see here, there are actual holes for PCB mounted stabilizers, which is what we're going to be using today. So for that, I have some Duroc stabilizers. I've never used these before, actually. Well, let me increase my contrast a bit. There we go. Yeah, so I have these Duroc stabilizers that I'm going to use for this build. I picked them up locally, so never used them before, so we'll see how they are. And a couple other things. Dano, you're Dano, you're Canada too. Yeah, I mean, for one thing, I didn't get dinged with customs, but I don't know. Like I know that you can buy switches and like actual like cases and stuff from 1UP as well. But I was okay for this. This literally shipped in basically like a slightly larger cardboard envelope because it's so small. Alright, so I've been using these 1UP upgrade keyboards, like rubber PCB pads. Like basically what they're supposed to do is be the Band-Aid mod, but like have them laser cut to be exactly the size you need. And I've done this with this keyboard here, and I've done it with my Maja, and they're like, I really like how it really kind of smoothens and dampens out the sound. So I'm going to use these for this too. Have I ever tried alpacas? I have not. My most recent pickup for switches are these, which are the 52-gram boba gums, which are silent linears, and I have them in my Majo right now. But I really like these so far, and like I've only lubed a couple, and like as a completely stock experience, I'm actually pretty impressed. Alpacas are on my wish list, I guess you could say, chilled. Alright, let's get all of the things we need. Oh, a friend of mine sent me a gift in the mail and sent me some janky magic cards, so that's why I just put those away. In Mexico, customs is a problem. After $50 US you pay taxes. Yeah, I mean, I had to pay shipping, and I wonder if they just factor in the cost of shipping stuff to Canada, or the cost of the duty and the shipping. What about boba U4T? Haven't tried bobas yet either. One of the vendors that is local to me does sell them, but again, like I'll try them, but like I don't use tactiles, so. But I am curious to know what like a silent tactile would feel like, because that seems like it would be harder to do than linears. PC, weren't you building something recently? But what's chat's favorite types of switches right now? I'm curious to know sort of like what you guys gravitate towards. Seems just like oh, sorry, I missed that. Seems just like a gamble buying from USA vendors or sellers. Yeah, I mean, I've bought from Dixie, or Omnitype now, sorry. I've bought from Omnitype now. I've bought from 1UP as well. And yeah, and I think for the most part it's not too bad. But Glorious Pandas with Tribosis. Okay. That's what I lubed my Glorious Pandas with 3204. Tactile gang, but I love all switch types. I definitely was much more of a fan of tactile before before I tried a nice linear that had been like tuned and everything, and I thought it made a big difference. Hence why I use linears now. You're building the 60% with silent alpacas and Ducky SA Horizon. Cool. Yeah, Dano, Topre seems like, I mean, it's almost a meme now, right? I think everybody talks about Topre being incredible, and I'm sure they're right. There's enough people talking about it, but I'm not willing to spend, what is it, like $450, $500 Canadian on an HHKV. Like, that's crazy to me. There's you've tried Topre, but personally they're overhyped. Why do you say that? Yeah, 400 for a plastic case. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I don't know if I could get used to an HHKV layout though, because what is it? It's like this. The control is gone, and it's just these two, and it's kind of mirrored on both sides. Like, I don't know. I need my keyboards. I need that control for gaming. Oh, hey E1, how's it going? Niz keyboard. Oh, is that the one? Is that the brand that Hipyo reviewed? He reviewed the TKL version of it. Niz Duo 82, kind of my thing. Okay, I'll check it out. The other one that I was looking at was the Leopold, like the F660C or something like that. Because I like the way that form factor looks. Oh, okay, I remember it now. We were talking about the different, like all of the different 65% that are available now on the market. Icky 68, that's the one that I personally would really love to try. Hipyo's been including his Niz in his rotation. He's been liking the super lightweights, which is nice. I just moved from, like, I was saying earlier, I'm using the Boba Gums, which is a 52 gram weight, and I am not used to how light those are, because all of the other switches I've been using are like 67 gram minimum. What board group buy am I in? Nothing at the moment. I guess GMMK Pro. Does that count? Because I paid the reservation cost. I bought the Maja, and it wasn't on group buy. I bought it on the Black Friday sale when they had extras, and that was $330 US, and I can't justify spending that kind of money, more than once a year, once every couple years. So strong hands. You're getting an Icky 68 and a Portico in the coming months. Just started with a 65. Not a fan of the board or the layout. Yeah, I like the Icky 68. I think looks really neat too. Like it's just different, right? Which I can appreciate. I know some people don't like how it's got like that cluster on the top right, but KBD 67 Lite is Thok, and Aurora is best of both worlds. I mean, Icky 68 and Portico, if you were to buy both of those, I think you would come up to the cost of one Maja. So, I don't know if you have that bad of a problem, E1, but... Oh, no. Okay, well, I'm going to start lubing some stabilizers and getting them on the PCB. Or I'm gonna just choose one or the other and figure it out. But what are you? Anybody else on waiting for some group buy stuff? Hey, Board Bear, how's it going? Any recommended 75% board for newbies who don't really want to buy anything else after? So, endgame. I was looking at the IdeoBow ID80 Crystal with the group I ended already. Interesting. I have an ID80. It's my girlfriend's daily driver right now. And I think it is a really good board to see whether or not this hobby is for you, because it's not super expensive, and it's hot swap, so like it's easy to fiddle around and figure out what you like. Now, that is with the caveat saying I have not tried the GMMK Pro yet, and I feel like the GMM Pro is kind of the contender in the space, because I think they're both around. They're within, I think, $30 of one another. Oh, actually, I am waiting. I do have a couple of group buys. I have a couple group buys on keycaps. I don't have any board group buys going right now. The Fuji 65 is a board I regret not joining, but I already joined the Icky, so couldn't justify it. Yeah, fair. Fuji 65 was quite a bit more expensive too, wasn't it? Alright, Pat, get your group in the group. Looking forward to my thoughts on the GMMK Pro. Yeah. I'm excited to get my hands on it. I have one of my good friends who got me into the scene. He's ordered one as well, so I'm quite stoked. Mark 65 is a group I wish I joined. I'm not familiar with that one. Pizza 65, I think, was one that I kind of, looking back, I kind of wish I would have joined, just because I think it looked so cool, and you know, I like simple and to the point, and I thought that was a neat looking one. Yeah, pizza for sure. No, but for group buys right now, I'm in GMK Hallyu, which it was a really nice like dark set that had a couple of different colors going on, which I thought was really nice. And then I'm also in EPBT Soju, because I think it's going to look great on the Maja, the green on green. Yeah, Fuji 65 looked really nice too, that backplate. Look up this Mark 65 once I'm done lubing this space bar, because I'm curious. I don't, for whatever reason, like it's not coming to my head right now. Saving money for Metropolis round 2. Yes, don't spend all your money on plastic. It's got a poop on it. Mizu round 2. Back then I couldn't defend. Oh, interesting. Okay. Do you like it's a set based on Avatar, right? Okay. I always screw up the direction I need to put these in, so let's not do that this time, Patrick. What build? We are building a KB Defense 60% case with a 1-up keyboards, hot swappable PCB, Duroc stabilizers, and probably Telios for switches. I'm not sure yet though. It's a set base. Okay. That's what I thought. That's really cool. That TV show was one that I wasn't really I didn't watch it growing up, and pretty much all of my friends are like, "Dude, you missed out. Right? It's an incredible show." So probably something I should do. Come on. First try. Look at that. So first impressions with these Durocs is they're very similar to the Zeal stabs, like, even down to like the gold parts and bits here, so I got a feeling they're going to be pretty similar. Bootborn. Yeah, the only like GMK Hallyu is one that I saw, which I was like, oh, that's super cool. But now that I think about it, I don't really know if I have a keyboard that would work with it, because it's like a very dark blue. I don't really have anything like it. Chat's probably gonna say, well, that's an excuse to buy another keyboard, which, yeah, probably. But I love the Icky 68 Mizu, but just 1,000 pieces and I couldn't reach them. Did they sell out that quickly? People said it was a matter of 5 minutes. Holy. I guess that's the group buy life though, isn't it? Especially ones that get so much hype or so much attention. It's just gone like that. Good luck on the aftermarket. Ulilicious, yo! What's happening? E1, you're gonna have to send some pictures of that once you're done building it. Do you stream as well? Because if you don't, that'd be one that I'd tune in on. That sounds awesome. You don't stream. Don't worry, neither do I. I am improving this as we go. Did I try out Shockport before? I'm not sure what that is. And you. They have free shipping. Free shipping to where? So is this a website that like a? Oh, you stream on Twitch? PC? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I was debating between YouTube or Twitch for doing these keyboard builds or whenever I feel like streaming, and because I've just been doing so much on YouTube for the past year, I thought it just made sense to kind of continue with YouTube. But if they're like, if you have a preference, like in terms of where you would like to see streams, let me know. Because I don't mind streaming wherever. Just, oops. And eventually I'll get a better setup where every 10 minutes I don't bang my overhead camera. Shockport is a Canadian vendor based in Milton, Ontario. Oh, cool. Yeah, I've used Apex keyboards, I've used Ash Keys, I've used R&D, KBD, and Zeal. Obviously, they're Canadian too, but haven't heard of Shockport. I'll give them a look. Keyspresso I've heard of. Free shipping in Canada and continental US. That's a good deal. Tenzin Dawa, hello. Welcome. Ulilicious, I am right with you there. haven't seen these pads before, but I believe they go directly underneath. I didn't use these with the Zeals. Let's see. Oops. Maybe not. Screw it. I didn't realize that I'm in Canada. So does Zeal. It's not bad. I mean, you still have to pay for shipping because Canada's pretty friggin' huge. So it's cheaper. It's still not cheap. But yes, I have bought a few things from Zeal PC as a result. Oh, 14 viewers. That's crazy. Welcome, everyone. Hope you had a coffee. Also, let me know in the chat morning streams, whether or not you like them, because I can do morning weekends relatively consistently. I don't know what I would stream all the time because I don't have a keyboard to build all the time, but I don't know, maybe video games, maybe just chatting, who knows. The Roblox hot dog, hi, great name. How did I get into mechanical keyboards? So at my previous job, I had a friend of mine who was a developer who had a mechanical keyboard at the office, but it was a silent one. It was I think it was a Durgod? No, a Philco with silent reds, silent Cherry MX reds. Anyway, so I tried it. I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. I didn't like the silent switches, but at the time. But that's kind of what started this. Before that, I had a Razer Black Widow, and then I moved to a... what did I move to? I moved to the Drivo Grammar, which is a 75% like compact one. So it's like kind of looks like this, but in a 75% form factor. And then my first custom was the GMMK TKL, where you could I actually built that as a bare bones, and is actually my like the best video that I made in terms of viewership. And then I got the Idobao ID80 and kind of went from there. Fire away, Roblox. What's your question? Thank you. Go Blue Jays. We're opening day is today. Go and I think Ryu is starting, so I'm stoked for that. I don't have to answer. Wow, you're really building this up. What's my religion? I am not religious. Did I pre-order GMMK Pro? I did pre-order the GMMK Pro, Tenzin. My religion is be nice to one another. I have to agree, the music is definitely better than last time, because now I can listen to something too. How do I feel about the GMMK Pro after the drama? I still think it's going to be a good keyboard. I think, you know, the GMMK Pro's marketing deserves a lot of kudos for hyping the ever-living crap out of it. They sort of kind of shot themselves in the foot a little bit with some of the marketing. Like even Wasn't there some controversy even before this with the way that they had the glorious pandas named? Weren't they called glorious holy pandas at one point? And everybody was like, no. So they generate a lot of hype, and they do it quite well, as evidenced by the past few months. I think the GMMK Pro was never going to contend with some of these like limited group buy customs. Like comparing it to the Satisfaction 75, I think is a bit of a stretch in my opinion, even though they look very similar. I still think it's going to be good. Like I'm comparing it against the Idobao ID80. I'd be comparing it against even like the Portico Icky 68, because that's all sort of the same realm, like the $100 to $200 range. So, and ultimately, in my opinion, if it gets more people into the hobby and gets more people interested in tuning and fiddling around with switches, I think it's a win. Could they have done it better? Yeah, probably, but you live and learn, right? I think the mechanical keyboard community, like any community, can also be hard to get into for various reasons and things like that. And I think the more the merrier. You agree with my take? Thanks, man. Did I watch the reviews? I watched a few, yeah. I watched Alex Otos' kind of commentary about it. I watched Betty. Betty's great. And who else did I watch? Lars's, Random Frank P. Yeah, I watched a lot of the big ones for sure. I thought they were all fair. With the caveat of like I don't have it in my hands, right? I haven't tried it yet. Put it this way, the reviews have not made me want to cancel my order. Because I'd like to do a review of it myself, because I think it would be a really fun video to make. And I also think, again, for what it does, there is a lot of value. And sorry, I was catching. Have I planned to mod mouse pads? No. What people should compare the GMA? Yeah, that's a much better. I think that's a much better comparison, Dino, because that's more what they're competing with, and I think the GMMK Pro blows the drop stuff out of the water just purely by compatibility and stabilizers. Like $300 for a keyboard that doesn't do PCB mount stabilizers seems like a bit of a miss. But granted, like with the caveat being it's been a long time since there's been a revision, right? So but yeah, totally agree with what you're saying there. That Idobao, back to that Idobao ID80 comment though, like that crystal one looked really cool and quite unique, I think. So I think Idobao listened a lot too with some of the revisions they made with their other stuff, but I mean, I think the reason why drop is so much more is featured so much more prominently in like the non-custom scene is because it's the custom. It's kind of like drop's got a name for more than just keyboards, right? Like they have really good audio products and all of that as well. So I think that's just part of it too. Is there's brand association, right? So hey, thanks for stopping by, Tenzin. Have a good afternoon, morning, evening, whatever you're up to. Best switches, the ones you can afford. I wonder if other companies will follow suit. It's a good question. I don't know. I mean, like, do you think Corsair or Razer? I mean, I think I could see Razer getting into something like that. But like, Razer also likes to do a bunch of proprietary stuff, right? So like, but to actually answer your question, Porsa, I like linears generally. Where did that screw go? Shit. You want Razer to make a keyboard with a DAC inside? Damn. Razer owns THX. I didn't know that. That, I think, would be crazy. And I like where your head's at. Although I'm using an IFI Zen DAC right now for my audio. And I really like it. And it's not too expensive. I mean, my old Razer Black Widow had an audio out and a microphone out, so, I mean, it was just pass through, but yeah, they've done that before. Oh, come on. Yeah, but I don't think where your digital to analog audio converter should be is where all of the clacks happen. Oh, that sucks. My Razer Black Widow lasted until I tried to go, oh, can I put my own custom keycaps on it? And then I accidentally ripped out all of those stabilizers that come from it. It's like, I can't remember the name of them. They're not cherry. They're not standard. Or this standard, at least. Yeah, big F. Big F in chat for that. Okay, how many do I need? 3 more? Jeez, okay. I'm not as fast doing this when I'm also chatting with you guys. Who would have thought? Games am I playing lately? Teamfight Tactics. That's well, yeah, TFT is a big one. That one I play with friends quite a bit, and I just hit plat, so that's kind of cool. Apart from that, I've been getting back into Rocket League. I've been getting back into my playthrough of Cyberpunk 2077. Apologies if you can hear my dog. She clearly thinks we're under attack right now. I've been replaying Cyberpunk, or not replaying. I'm still in my first playthrough, but I'm back in it after about a couple weeks of not playing it, and I think it's been fun. I love RPGs. I took like 6 hours looping a full keyboard once. Yep, it takes a while. Good thing the switches that I bought, or that I'm going to be putting in, are already looped. Would I use GMK keycaps on my gaming keyboard? Probably not. I like PBT for that reason. Like, they have a really good texture, and I don't know, like, GMK keycaps have will shine eventually, right? And I have real oily, sweaty hands. I don't know what it is, but so I would probably stick with something like a PBT for like actually gaming. But I feel like, to me, GMK keycaps are a collector's item. right? Like that's what ultimately what they are for. And but if you're not going to use them, then why? You know, it just depends. Okay, advice on a starter TKL. What is your budget? If we're talking under $100, if we're talking under $100, I'd say Keychron K8, because it's 5-pin, hot swappable, it's got Bluetooth, can pair up to a few different devices, Mac support, that sort of thing. I think while the GMMK TKL is well built, I think it's a bit dated now for what you can get on the market. Prepare your wallet. There's a few, like, in terms of like the custom space or like going more that route. I think Idobao does a TKL, the ID87. Womi or TKL pretty good. I've heard that one's pretty good. That's the all acrylic one, right? Yeah. Idobao ID80, I guess, is technically a TKL, but everybody, you know, it's called a 75. If your budget's around 130, yeah, I'd probably say the Idobao, but that's also because that's what I have experience with, right? Like, I know there's a few. I think Canon Keys makes a TKL that's not like super custom pricey, but it's definitely more than 130. You're super happy with your ID80 V2? Nice. Yeah. Seems like they made a lot of corrections from the V1, which is the one that I have. Oh no. Yeah, what kind of keyboard, like what's everybody running for keyboards these days? What do you guys got on your desks? It's going to be a tight fit. Did you order your ID80 directly from their site? Come on. Oh, why you gotta be the way you are? GK96 with Gat Yellows and Jades. That is a combo. What are the Jades on? Hey! I do not know how to say that, but thank you very much. Okay, we're gonna go up to the top. Skip that one. Smiley. That's right. I'm having some fit issues now with this one. Come on. Maybe my bar is bent a little bit. Oh, no, there we go. I would like to give clickies a try again. but after the Gateron Blues I had in the Keycron review I did, I'm very turned off. Did you guys hear about Discord? Microsoft is poised to acquire them. Novel key Oreos are lol. I don't even. Is that a tactile? Is it kind of like a? Is it a panda clone? Here, yeah, I've heard good things about the click bar too. But like for me, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I've just had really bad luck with Gateron switches, like the entry level ones. Because like I was saying this earlier, but these are yellows, right? And this housing sucks because I've blown apart this little tab. Focus. I've blown apart that little tab on the end of those when you're pulling out the switches all the time. And I don't know, like I think you can do better than that. Or maybe I just have a bad batch. Ducky SF with blues for gaming. Your teammates must love you. MX blues are my guilty pleasure. I share this office space with my girl, and that would not fly. She already hates how loud the pandas are, or the glorious pandas are. And I mean, she's not wrong. Like, they loud. Blues sound good, but they kill everyone around you. Yeah, imagine going to a LAN party with box jades. It's like they have to send you to like a soundproof corner of the room. This was a little too much. Yeah. That would be hilarious, though, if you did that. I think Glarses did a really hilarious skit on somebody using, like a roommate using jades or super loud clickies. It's quite funny. He's a funny dude. Getting there. 2 more. And then the hard part's over. Imagine trying to study. You were the roommate in college with the clickies? Have you gone to atone for your sins? What kind of games is chat playing these days? Oh, I forgot. I've been playing a little bit of Valheim too. Nothing crazy. I'm still pretty early days, but that's been fun too. Just killing time, being a Viking. You go to the deepest place in hell. Little did Dante know there was an 8th circle, and that was for people who use really loud switches in quiet settings. MX Silvers are the super light ones, right? Playing MC for the first time in like 5 years. I'm hooked again. I used to play. What is oh, Minecraft. Took me a second. I was thinking for 1 second. I was thinking Master Chief Collection, like Halo. But yeah, I had a Minecraft server with some of my cousins back at the beginning of the pandemic, but it didn't last very long because Warzone came out, and that's when I started playing Warzone with my boys. Bruh. Silvers are fast, boys. Yeah, the silent, you know, I'm those boba gums I'm pretty impressed with. Like I said, they're super quiet, and they don't the travel distance isn't like it's a little bit stubby feeling, I guess you could say, compared to like a Telio or a MX Black, but they are really quiet and real smooth for being brand new, or sorry, for being stock. You made one for you and your friends. Beat Ender. Yeah, is that considered endgame? That when you beat Ender Dragon in Minecraft? I don't actually know. So much has changed from when I bought it back in like 2009, 2010, whenever it came out. Ender Dragon, yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't know. I was a little bit like, I think there was quite the resurgence of Minecraft in like 2017, 2018. And by that time, I was kind of, I don't want to say I grew out of it, but like, there was just other games that I was playing at that time. Plus, I didn't have a PC. Ender Dragon's always been there? Oh. Well, that goes to show how much I played Minecraft. So this is how I used to play Minecraft. I would put it on hardcore mode and just run like a solo, like a single player instance, hardcore mode. I'd play I played that save file for like, I don't know, 9 hours, and then I would fall accidentally into like a cave, die. Obviously you can't, it just says GG, see you later, and then go back to the main menu. And then once I did that, I was so on tilt that I would just not pick up the game for like 9 months and then do it all over again. And that is my Minecraft experience. Okay. Hardcore is torture when you die. Yep. I don't know though, like, you know, I really liked Minecraft for like the building and sort of like the survival sim aspect of it, and Valheim is scratching that itch for me now. Plus, during, like, I started playing Stardew Valley during the pandemic, and I have it for the Switch, and I probably logged something like 120 hours in a play file for that. I was like year 4, and that was great. Like those types of, like, I don't know, inventory management, farming sim, like, I don't know, I love them for how casual they can be. When you were younger, you played creative? Interesting. That's the other thing about Minecraft that I find is so cool. Is like so many people play it for different purposes, or they play it differently. Come on. These stabilizers, like, are a little bit trickier to put in than I was expecting. I don't know if it's just the PCB or if it's the stabs, but the tolerances between enter and the bottom shift are really tight. You used to build stuff with your siblings, Smiley? Right on. My sibling is not much of a gamer, so we did not do that. And also, I didn't start PC gaming in earnest until university, so. So that's what I mean by the tolerances. Like, look how close that is. I'm actually gonna just check this really quick with the PCB, with the plate. Oh yeah, we're good. I had this freaking hotel I spent the whole day building. I called it Hotel Mango, and I had the mall part and everything. Then I lost one. Oh, F in chat. Big F. Yeah, I don't know. When I was younger, I had an Xbox. I was playing Xbox 360 all the way through. I might be dating myself now, but Xbox 360 through junior high and uni, and high school. And my go-tos were Halo 3, Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 2. Like, I have far too many hours in those games. Real busy. Such is life. People get busy. Last one, and then we'll check to make sure everything is fitting properly. Has anybody tried Valheim in here yet? Or Cyberpunk? You're only 13, but playing. I remember playing on your brother's PS3. He bought a PS4 when it came out. Oh yeah. Black Ops. That's when I stopped playing Modern Warfare. Until Warzone. I'm back on the Warzone big time. Or that's the one that's the main shooter I'd play the most of at the moment. Try any AAA games since you sold your PC for more. So then what are you playing these days? You're only like 2 hours into Cyberpunk? Okay, so you haven't even finished the tutorial then. Or like the beginning phase. Been busy with work? Yeah. Tell me about it, Ulylicious. League of Legends and Indies. Right on. Do you play like summoners or competitive, or do you play ARAMs? All right. We have installed the stabilizers. Just gonna tidy up a little bit here. Clean as you go. Big recommendation for when you build keyboards, because there are so many little parts and pieces. Minecraft, Forza, random other stuff. Yeah. Okay, my bag of keycaps. Hopefully I did a good job lubing the stabilizers. That's what we're gonna check. You know what? I'm gonna be right back and clean off this like blue ink before I mess with my all white keycaps here. So 2 seconds. Hello again. Sheesh the transition? Good or bad? Those are the ones I want now. Put these up here. People who lube all their keys should be executed. It's rather strong words. Oh, thank you. Okay, switch time. We gonna use my Telios for this. Don't mean it. I hope you don't. Canadian Telios. Oh, for sure, eh? Have I tried any other plates besides aluminum? Yes, I have a brass plate in the Maja behind me. And I like the brass a lot. I think more because I like the heft that it comes with. But I'd like to try like FR4 or polycarbonate or something in the future. I just the opportunity has yet to present itself, put it that way. MZ60. Don't know that keyboard. Cannot comment. All right, let's check how straight everything is now. And how I did with the stabs. Polycarbonate on silent switches are really a thing, like a you must try once in your life. Good budget board, I should review it. Oh, okay. All right, let's nix the music for a quick sec and see how my stabs sound. Yeah, I think it's gonna be good. No, they sound pretty good. I don't hear anything. Although that enter is a bit off. I don't know if you can see that. Might see if I can fix that. That's even more so now. What about Helios? Haven't tried Helios yet. Would love to. So the problem is you see the stabilizer there? You see how it's kind of like not flush? Compare it with the backspace. I think that's the problem. So fix that. I don't have experience with Helios. I think I said that already, but I'd like to. Something I want to try. Yeah, I wonder why that happened. Oops. Always love hearing Telios. Yeah, they sound excellent. I spent a lot of time looping these back when I built my Maja too, because I filmed them as well. These are the ones that I my should you lube or should you film your switches video that I did a while back. That's what these. Okay, so where is the problem here? Thoughts on banana splits? Haven't tried them, but I believe those are just JWK switches that are colored differently, if I'm not correct, right? They look cool. I'm wondering if this Band-Aid mod that I did is actually interfering with this one. Just gonna do a quick rough fit here to see if I can get this to go. That might have been the problem. See, you can see they're sitting. It's sitting flush now, again. All right. Well, good to know. Novelty creams and tangies. Yes, I have a friend of mine who I'm hoping to buy some of his creams off of because I want to compare them to the Telios. Ulilicious, if you are wanting to try some like a silent switch, I found like the Cherry MX silence to be too mushy as well. But the boba, or not the boba, yeah, the boba gums. The boba gums have been good, and that comes from somebody who didn't like switch or God, I'm brain farting super hard right now. Didn't like silent switches. There we go. Okay, let's put this all together now. Or check for fitment first. Don't know about Oreos. Never tried them. Don't even know what they are, to be honest with you. Cherry housing sounds good. I mean, you know, people talk about getting budget stuff all the time, right? Like, and I think cherries are amazing switches for what they are. Like, if you want to buy something tried and true, get a cherry, honestly. I had MX Blacks for a really long time in my Idobao build. That was the first switch I put in. I gave them to a friend because he bought the Keychron off of me, and the Gatoron Blues I had were not salvageable. And yeah, I really like cherry switches. I mean, if it wasn't for cherry, we wouldn't have all of this stuff. Go for Boba U14. Yeah. I'm gonna you've piqued my interest on those. I'll have to give them a try. Ash Keeps just stocked U4T. I think R&D KBD's got him too. But yeah, part of the reason why I'm building this keyboard right now is because I want to have a keyboard that I can customize quite easily. So, you know, you guys are mentioning different plate material and stuff like that. This is kind of what I envisioned this keyboard to be for me, was a bit of a test bench, right? This is really good budget test bench, the GK64, but like I want to be able to try different plates and things like that as well. So. What films am I using? These ones have TX films in them. And currently I have a whole bunch of Desk Keys films because I was kind of seeing if there was a difference between the two. Desk Keys for JWK and Gateron, and KBD fans for everything else. What makes you say that? Skyloon gang, rise up. I mean, we talked, I think, was it Corsair that just released a 60% keyboard? And, like, they came to the market, like, 3 years too late. And because it's basically a Skyloom or an EPA maker for $140. 65% is the perfect balance. 65 is workable. I like having an F-Row. My daily driver has been a 65 since January when I built the Naja. And I don't find like I miss the F-Row a ton, but in the events that I do, I just don't like pressing extra keys for basic functions. 75% I think is the perfect form factor. I would agree. As soon as they make a 75% ergo, I'm retiring from the mechanical keyboard scene. I think like 60s are, again, if we're talking about like LAN parties and things like that, I think 60s are perfect for that. Because I mean, you don't, if you're gaming, you don't need F-Row for gaming, and you don't use dedicated arrow keys for gaming. At least not the games I play. So plus you get to flex your custom key to your buddies who are probably still using razors, right? You like having your functions as media controls. Yeah. Yeah, you need Alt F4 is a really important one to know for gaming. Best hotkey. Control Alt Delete. Well, this is starting to come together. This is actually happening this time, which is nice to see. $60-65 is really nice for gaming. Yeah. GK64 goated for having Control Alt Delete. That's the one thing I don't like about 60s is you don't have delete, and I use delete a lot. But here we go. Here's how she looks right now. One thing I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna plug it in, and I'm gonna just make sure all of the keys work. That's important to do. So let's get that going. think I made a... Ah, look at that. Oh, I don't have music on this one. Oops. Oh, well. All right, let's check this thing. Oh, sorry, I lost chat. One sec. Oh, there we go. We're back. It's important to check everything works before you put it all together, because it sucks when you don't. Okay, looks like it's good. Back to our regularly scheduled program. Gaming with orthogonal and Lily58 is a really different experience. I've yet to try an ortho board. So one thing, I think I mentioned this in my first stream, but the guy that I bought this from put in this silicone dampening piece in this case already, and I'm very curious to see how it sounds, because it's like quite the robust piece of silicone. So, and it fits perfect. So, great job. You have different switches for when you're working. Alt F. Sorry, I just saw Alt F4 is best FPS. You are correct. So one thing that I kind of would be cool in the future is to get a polycarbonate case, because the 1UP keyboard's PCB here is has a bunch of backlighting, which we're not going to see at all because this is an all black case. It's quite the nice case though. It's got a lot of heft to it. Can we swear on stream? I mean, I'm not streaming to children. You can see my janky overhead cam setup right there. I wouldn't advise swearing. There's better ways you can communicate, but c'est la vie. There we go. What keycaps? We are going to be putting on EPBT Gray Japanese. I felt there was a good theme there with the way that this tofu board is laid out. Now, just to make sure it is in the right spot. What time is it for me? Just afternoon. I'm in Mountain Time. Yeah, I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out the... oh, this is going to strip. I'm still trying to figure out what the best time for me to stream is. Based on my schedule, Saturday mornings work really well, but I think, generally speaking, people prefer evenings, which, fair enough. Got stuff to do during the day. Totally understand. But, yeah, we'll see. The other thing, too, is, like, I'm not quite sure... As I had mentioned kind of at the top of the stream, I'm not quite sure what I would stream all the time because I don't have a keyboard to build every day. So. .100 minutes streaming. Is that where I'm at right now? I was budgeting about 2 hours for today. Oh, has this been titled 1K subscriber live stream this entire time? Oops. That's not what I was hoping for, but away she goes. Chat for that for sure. That's a mix up. All right, let's get some keycaps on this. Oh yeah, that's a lot straighter now. Like that enter is actually looks normal now. So glad we caught that before we put it all together. That would have been embarrassing. What are my specs for this keyboard? This is a aluminum KBD fans 60% case with an aluminum top plate. I am using a 1UP Keyboards 60% PCB, and the switches are lubed and filmed Telios. At 67 gram weight. Oh, PC specs. I have a Ryzen 7 2700X for my CPU. For my graphics card, I have an RX 5700 XT by Gigabyte. What else do I have? It's an Asus motherboard, 16 gigs of RAM. Meshify case. It's nice. It served me well. I really like my PC. I'm missing keycaps. That's why. There we go. not bad. There's some amazing specs. Honestly, for this day and age, I'm just happy I have a computer, because I'd hate to be somebody. I feel really bad for everybody who's trying to build PCs right now with the shortage and how gnarly that all is right now. Good call on the Kuroshiro. Yeah, it's not Kuroshiro. It is EPBT Gray Japanese, but they have a very similar aesthetic. Boom. Let's see, my light is very bright. 1 second. And here we are. Looks pretty nice. Give this a bit of a buff. 1 second. It's quite dirty. Black on white is powerful. It's one of those combos that never gets old, does it, PC? Just playing around with it right now. My spacebar could probably use a little bit of work, but it's definitely a different typing experience. Telio's on a aluminum plate versus brass. It's more, the pitch is a little bit higher, but still not a very loud switch by any stretch. Okay, let's make sure I didn't butcher anything. I guess you get a little bit of the shine through around the edges. All right, we're good. Shall we do a typing test? See how it sounds? Finish my coffee first. I must say, it's pretty clean on this Deskmat. Pog in chat. Play of the game. All right, let's get a typing test going. That looks sweet. Thanks, Sean. It's small. It's very small. All right, let's let me know if you guys can hear this okay. I guess I could turn my monitor on too, but yeah, seems like it. Okay, so to summarize, this is an aluminum KB Defense 60% case, a 1-up keyboards PCB, which is hot swappable, a aluminum top plate, and the switches are a Zelios 67 gram weight that I have lubed with Krytox 205 grade 0 and TX switch films. And the keycap set is the EPBT gray Japanese. Let's see. Yeah. Not bad. Yeah, I need to work. There's a little bit of rattle in the spacebar that I could probably fix. All of the modifiers sound good though. Just this spacebar needs a bit of tweaking. You've seen enough, you're satisfied? I think I'm also satisfied, although I do want to quickly throw in a different switch just to see how the sound is. So let's pop this bad boy out. Again, one of the reasons why I absolutely adore Hot Swap is the ability to just flip-flop and do whatever the heck you want. Oop. Just don't bend your switches. There we go. Yeah. JoJo reference. That's not an anime that I am familiar with. Okay, so D is a Telio, F is a Glorious Panda. Oh, sorry, G is a Glorious. F is a Telio, G is a Glorious Panda. Definitely clackier. But yeah, we'll see. I'm pretty happy with how this all looks. And before we wrap the stream, because this is what I wanted to do today, I will throw up VIA just to see how it looks in VIA. This is a 1-up from the last build. Thank you. I see what you did there. You know, a 1-up is in like I actually built a keyboard this time, and not went, oh crap, I can't actually build this. All right, so you can see, get that out of the way, make this big. So this is VIA. This is where you can see like the PCB reads nicely. The modifier is this one here. So I can see what the layers are just pre-built. And it looks like they have the arrow keys if you hit modifier and then WASD, which is kind of nice. You got the volume. Also the delete where the backspace is. That's actually quite a nice feature. But I really like VIA for how easy it is to make these adjustments if you want. I'm probably going to just play around with this as is, just to see how things go first. But I like the idea. I like the fact that the arrow keys are on modifier. So rather than with the GK61, this is your modifier, the control, and this is your arrow key cluster. And I don't like that as much. But yeah, key test. Oh, my G's not working. Fix that later. Oops. There's the arrow keys. All right, well, I think that's where I might call it for today. Any last burning questions or comments? Feel free to shoot them at me, but that was fun. Thanks, Dano. Hope to see you in the next one, whenever that is. Maybe the next one will be the GMMK Pro, whenever that actually arrives. Wait 4 minutes. What am I waiting 4 minutes for? And I bent my pin. That's what I'm trying to fix right now. What's next for switches for me? I don't know. That's a good question. Oops, I should really just take the G off here. I'm really happy with my own personal switches. Like Telios are sort of, these are the main switches I've been using for the past few months. I'm kind of interested in anything new. Oh, I guess to answer your question, it's the novel keys. Those are the next ones for me. The creams are probably next for me to try. And then I'd like to try like ink blacks potentially at some point in the future as well. Those look really sweet. I liked, like I kind of miss my cherry MX blacks that I gave to my buddy, or sold to my buddy, I should say. So I'd probably play around with something like that. But yeah, I'm gonna probably do a switch review of the Boba Gums once I'm done the review for this microphone, and then who knows? Yeah, I don't know. Like the way that the schedule is probably gonna work is I'm gonna do this microphone review, and then I'm going to probably do the Boba Gum review, and then hopefully that's when the GMMK Pro is a thing. And then I can do kind of a more in-depth look at that, because I think, you know, if there's any indication with my audience, the GMMK stuff is the stuff that's been the most well received from a viewership perspective. So I got a feeling that that's probably going to be also a fairly good one to do. GMMK, yeah, capitalize on the hype, right? The hype or the criticism, however you want to put it. So. But yeah, I think we're gonna call it there. Thanks guys. Thanks for watching. That was fun. I'm always blown away that there's actually people who watch this. So it's really fun. I like to interact with you guys as well. So if you want, pop some suggestions in stream or in comments in terms of what you guys want to look at next, or want me to look at next, and we'll see you guys in hopefully the next video coming up by the end of the week. 1 more minute. What's going on, monies? Tell me what I'm waiting for. pretty nice bag too. I might keep this. Thanks for making your morning a little less boring. Hey, I appreciate it. No worries. Glad. Thanks for hanging out. Oh, so this stream is exactly 2 hours. Oh. I'm not OCD like that, but for me it says I'm over 2 hours now. So we're gonna call it there. So. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Really appreciate it. And we'll catch you in the next video. Peace.